Hello my friends, Dowellzrul here, and welcome back to another deck profile, and today we have my Nordic deck. So I've been working with this deck on and off since, well, they came out in the legendary decks, and the Link Monster definitely helped the deck a lot, but with the release of Alvis, the newer level 4, it definitely rounded out the deck in a way that it's actually playable in 2019. So, without further ado, let's just get right into this. So, to start things off, we have the tuner monsters, Mira, Goldfax, and 3 Vanadis. So, Goldfax and Mira are more for names than anything, because the Nordics can special summon themselves back from the grave during the end phase by banishing their respective tuner monster, their respective named tuner monsters. So for Thor, it's the Nordic Beast tuner monsters, which is why we run Goldfax. For Loki, it is an Alfar tuner monster, so for Mira. And then Vanadis would be the Nordic Ascendant tuner. The reason we run 3 Vanadis, though, is because this can be treated as a substitute for any of the tuner monsters. So this, even though Thor says you need a Nordic Beast tuner, you don't have to use Goldfax, because Vanadis can be a replacement. Another thing about Vanadis that's also really good, you can send any Nordic monster from the deck to the grave to adjust Vanadis' level to that monster's level. So if you send Mira to grave, Vanadis becomes level 2. Now, the reason why that's good is it gets Goldfax and Mira in the grave really fast, alright? Sets up so many plays, and if you send, like, Mira off the first Vanadis, link it off for the Link monster, summon out another Vanadis off that Link monster, then send Goldfax off that other one, you still have that Synchro summon, and both Mira and Goldfax are in the graveyard for later plays. So that Vanadis is just really good. So about these two, this doesn't do anything. He can special summon himself if your opponent controls a Synchro monster. Then this one can use, this card can Synchro summon using 2 Nordic monsters in your hand. So, next, we have 3 Diverg of the Nordic Alfar. Diverg, I don't know how to pronounce that, but he is really good because when he's normal summoned, you could normal summon 1 Nordic monster during your main phase in this turn in addition to your normal summoner set. So he's just a double summon on legs. And if it's sent from the field to the grave, target a Nordic relic in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So let's just say you used your Gluttony, nope, that's not a Nordic relic. I guess I don't run any Nordic relics. Okay, so that second effect doesn't really do much. I honestly thought that this was a Nordic relic. I got real confused for a second, but this, if you were to play any of the Nordic relics, then you would be able to add it back if you were to use this for a Synchro summon, so, or a Link summon. Next, I'm running 3 Tangrisnir and Tanjosnir, the Sheeps. So, the Sheeps don't really do anything. The Tangrisnir, when it's destroyed by battle, gets 2 tokens, and then Tanjosnir, when a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, special summon this card, and while it's in defense position on the field, when it's in defense position and switch to attack, you could special summon a Nordic Beast from your deck defense, except Tanjosnir. So this is, Tangrisnir just gets you tokens, and this one just special summons itself. It's not really that useful. These are more for Synchro summoning with Vanadis. Next, the MVP of the deck, Alvis, the Nordic Alfar. So when he's banished off the Nordic Link, you can go ahead and send 1 Nordic monster you control, along with 2 from the deck to the grave, that, as long as their levels equal 10, and then Synchro summon a Nordic monster. It's counted as a Synchro summon, so you can actually use, but since you're sending them to the graveyard, you can use Mira. Because Mira says you must use monsters in the hand, you could actually summon the Mira, and then send it to the graveyard off of his effect and Synchro summon. So that's really nice. And then if an Asier monster is sent to the grave, you can go ahead and banish him from the graveyard and special summon a different named Asier from your extra deck. So this is just really good to get in the grave as fast as possible. This is another target for Vanadis, and it's just absolutely amazing. And he's level 4, so he's great Synchro material. Next is, for the last of the monsters, we have Lostchav, or, Yosolf. We'll go with Yosolf. So when he's normal summoned, you can target a face-up monster you control, except him, and then you can special summon any Nordic monster from your hand with a level less than or equal to that monster's level. So let's say you have a Nordic out when you normal summon him. You can special summon any Nordic from your hand, essentially. So he's really good. And he's also level 4, so great synchro summoning. Now for the spell cards. 3 Pot of Desires. Now we are burning through our deck like hotcakes, alright? This, you're going to be going through so many cards, but you need the draw power, alright? And Pot of Desires is probably the best draw card that I can think of to put in here. Outside of maybe Upstart, but I mean, I'm not going to run 41 cards just to put an Upstart in there. So, Pot of Desires. Next, I'm playing 2 Mound of the Bound Creator. This card is interesting. It's an interesting choice. So, essentially, I'm also playing 2 Terraforming along with 3 Metaverse. So, I'm really playing 7 copies of it? 7 copies of Mound of the Bound Creator, alright? 7 copies of Mound and 10 monster cards, alright? If I open one of those 7 Mound, and, well, you have to... Okay, let's say you're going first, so you have 4 copies. So, if you open one of the 4 Mound and any Nordic monster, you get a protected level 10 Synchro. So, all the Synchros are level 10, Mound protects them, better than the Link monster protects them, so, good card. 1 for 1, it's to summon out Dowellzrul, Foolish Burial for any of the Nordics you're missing, Rhoda, because Dowellzrul is a warrior. Monster Reborn, because Monster Reborn. And then for the trap cards, we have Gleipnir of Fetters of Gleipnir, the Fetters of Fenrir. This is just a search card for Nordics. It's a trap card though, which kind of sucks. I really wish they had a. I really wish this was a spell card, but whatever. 3 Metaverse for the Mound. And 3 Balance of Judgment. Now, the reason we're playing Balance is you don't actually put a lot of cards on board. It's usually just the Link monster and a Synchro monster, and that's it. So, Balance of Judgment, if your opponent like combos off and tries to break your board, you're like, I'm going to draw 5 cards now. Thank you. So, that's why this is in here. And if any of those cards are dead in your hand, it's just banish fodder for Golveg. So that is the main deck, and now for the extra deck. I'm running 3 of all of the Asier monsters just because I can. So 3 Thor, 3 Loki, and 3 Odin. And I am also running 3 Golveg because I can. I don't really... there's nothing else in the deck that you would really want to run, but I have some options here for you. Any level 8 Synchro, at the time I just chose Scrap Dragon, but any level 8 Synchro really works well because Vanitas and, what's-his-face, he was just here, Goldfax, the Goldfax and the Nordic Beast. They're both level 4 tuners, along with your myriad of level 4 non-tuners, so any level 8 Synchro could go good in here. The only thing you have to remember is that if you use Golveg, then you have to summon an Asier, which is why not too many non-tuner monsters. And then for the other options, you have any level 10 to Synchro monster. Now these I did put in here, these have been in here, and Beelzeus is okay. He wouldn't be my first choice of a level 10 Synchro, but he definitely is one of the better ones. I actually forgot this card existed until I went looking for level 10 Synchros. Actually, until this deck came out. But I was looking for level 10 Synchros, and this just seemed to be the best one to put in the deck. So if you want any extra options for level 10 Synchros, here it is. So just really any generic level 10 Synchro would be good. There's not a whole lot, but this is pretty good. You do not want to run, you can't run Dracocytos because you don't have any non-tuner dragons in the deck. And then, I mean, you can run Leo, Keeper of the Sacred Tree for, like, non-targeting things, but Golveg already does that with the Nordics, so, and, all the Nordics have more attack than, Leo, so, well, that was my Nordic deck profile. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that wonderful YouTube stuff, and let me know what you thought of the deck. Let me know of any changes you might make, because this probably isn't perfect. I don't think it's perfect, but it's the best I could get it with what I got. So, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.